Have you ever wondered why the burial of former President Ferdinand Marcos Sr. at the Libingan ng mga Bayani sparked so much debate? Ferdinand Marcos Sr., the 10th President of the Philippines, ruled the country for more than 2 decades from 1965 to 1986. During his presidency, Marcos implemented significant infrastructure projects, martial law, and policies that deeply impacted the country. However, his regime was also marked by widespread corruption, human rights violations, and allegations of plundering billions of dollars from the country's coffers. After his ousting from power during the People Power Revolution in 1986, Ferdinand Marcos Sr. went into exile in Hawaii. He passed away in 1989, and his family sought to have his remains returned to the Philippines. The idea of burying Marcos Sr. at the Libingan ng mga Bayani, a national cemetery reserved for soldiers, presidents, and other distinguished figures, was a highly contentious issue. Fast forward to 2016. President Rodrigo Duterte, who was elected in 2016, supported the idea of allowing Marcos Sr.'s burial at the Libingan ng mga Bayani. This decision was met with mixed reactions. Some saw it as a gesture of healing and reconciliation, while others viewed it as an insult to the victims of martial law and those who suffered during the Marcos regime. In November 2016, after much legal and political debate, President Duterte's government proceeded with the burial. But before that, President Ferdinand Marcos Jr., the son of the late president, gave his formal approval for the burial. He expressed his gratitude to his family and supporters, acknowledging their unwavering dedication in making the burial happen. President Marcos Jr. thanked his family for their enduring support and for staying by his side through the difficult process. Despite the challenges and protests from various sectors, his father's burial at the Libingan ng mga Bayani was seen by some as a symbol of closure for the Marcos family and an attempt to restore their legacy in the eyes of the public. The decision was also backed by a ruling from the Supreme Court of the Philippines. In a landmark decision, the court ruled that Marcos Sr. had the legal right to be buried at the Libingan ng mga Bayani, citing his military service as a former World War II soldier and his status as a former president. The ruling sparked heated debates across the country, with many Filipinos opposing the decision on the grounds of his controversial legacy. While some viewed the burial as a step toward national reconciliation, others saw it as an insult to those who had suffered under the Marcos regime, especially the victims of human rights abuses during martial law. Protests erupted, and debates continued about whether the burial was truly a form of healing or simply an attempt to erase the painful memories of the past. Despite the opposition, the burial took place on November 18, 2016, with only a few family members and close supporters in attendance. The Marcos family insisted that it was an important step in healing the wounds of the past, while critics argued that it was a way to honor a dictator who had left a lasting negative impact on the country. So, what's the legacy of the Marcos burial at the Libingan ng mga Bayani? Some view it as a reminder of the division and unresolved issues of the past, while others see it as a necessary step toward moving forward. Thank you for watching, and don't forget to subscribe to AngKampanero, Tinig ng Katotohanan, Tunog ng Kasaysayan, for more historical insights and current affairs about the Philippines.